Hello you, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Val Unfiltered and I am Val. Hi, nice to meet you if you are new here. Today I am doing a little bit of a get to know me type of video, and I'm also going to be showing you my regular makeup routine. Since I'm new here, I thought maybe we could get to know each other. So I did already do my skincare. I did do these two, the Cosrx, the Snail Power Essence, and the all-in-one. And I've had that marinating a little bit. Before we do primer, I always forget to do my sunscreen. So we're going to go in with the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I'm just going to start incorporating this into my day-to-day just because it's so important to use SPF. So I'm just going to get this on my face before I forget. So my actual name is Valeria, but I do go by Val. And I am 31 years old. I know, I might seem very old to you guys and I feel very old, but I've always wanted to do YouTube, and I'm finally in an area of my life where I feel like I can actually do it and not be so afraid. So I am just going for it. There's no way I can fail if I don't even start. So that is my take on it. So if you are wanting to do anything in your life and you're just too afraid, I encourage you just to do it, because at the end of the day, you're just going to be sad about the chances you did not take or anything you did not follow that might be something that you really, really love. And makeup for me has something that I've always loved. Ever since 6th grade, my mom finding me with eyeliner on my face and being really mad at me. So, and I do come from a Latina household, so you know that our parents are very strict. And we had very strict rules about makeup. She was not very big fan of it. Now she's wonders how I can do what I can do, but it's because of that, because I've always loved it. I don't know, she never did makeup on herself. I don't know where that love of makeup came from, but it's always been here, and just want to really focus on it now. And I am a Libra. I'm a very specific Libra. I feel like I'm not typical Libra in some areas, and I'm very typical Libra in others. I like things very organized, very aesthetically pleasing, so definitely Libra in that sense. What else can I say about myself? I am finally loving pink again. A lot of people say that once you start liking pink again is because you have healed, and I definitely feel that I have. I had a very tough upbringing, and it has really put me in a lot of trauma, but I am trying to work through it. I guess I should also come out. I don't think I have to, but honestly, how else would you know? I am part of the LGBTQ. I do have a partner. Her name is Leslie. And we have been dating for, this year in June, it will be 11 years. Wow. Well, actually, she is no longer my girlfriend. She is my fiance. It's just so hard for me to remember, because she has been my girlfriend for a very, very long time. And I know you might be asking yourself, why did it take so long for us to get engaged? It's because we had goals. We had goals we had to achieve. before getting married. And we have accomplished a lot of those goals together. One of them being buying our home. So we bought our home 2 years ago. Wow, this November will be 2 years. So it's been a journey. We have a puppy together. His name is Dior. He's a little Shih Tzu and he is a little shit, but I do love him. He's growing on me. We had the toughest time though, guys. Having a puppy is no joke, okay? So don't be giving people puppies as gifts for Christmas. It's a lot of responsibility. You really have to be mentally and emotionally ready to take care of a puppy. They are a lot of work, and I wanted to do things the right way. So I've trained him. We've potty trained him. We just had a lot of trouble just because he is very stubborn and he wants to do his will every single moment of the day. So he's finally getting a little bit better. We did have to neuter him, and it honestly has helped so much. Since then, we are just having the toughest time with him and eating. For some weird reason, he just does all of these hunger strikes, and we just have a tough time just making sure that he is fed. We've changed his food. We've actually gone the natural route with veggies, with chicken. But that's just so hard to do on the daily. And then also trying to be accountable to myself, and also, you know, doing what I have to be doing for myself is just really hard. And we had actually a moment because I work from home, and he was just very, very loud. He was barking 24/7, and going through that was just the hardest thing mentally that I had to do. It's so much better now, thankfully. We have gotten into a routine where he does not do that anymore. But for the first year of him being with us, it was just so tough. So my respects to anybody who has kids. I can only imagine that that is 100 times harder, and having a puppy is hard as it is. So I can only definitely see that. I am using the curve case from Made by Mitchell, and I used Teddy Bear, this one right here, just to do a little bit of bronzing. I'm just kind of going in and forgetting that I'm doing my makeup. Just talking to you guys. And then also just been working on, I know this might be too much information, but this, I guess, is the only way to really get to know each other. I had a lot of trauma growing up with my parents. One, because I am gay. And two, just because they were very strict with me and not my brother. And that really brought on a lot of resentment, a lot of, like, I don't know, we would bump heads a lot because I am a Libra. I am 100% a Libra. I like things to be fair. And me seeing that I was doing everything in the household and my brother was chilling, playing, you know, really just did not go well with me. And until now, I am really just kind of focusing on fixing those relationships and really getting over the traumas of being the older sibling who had to, you know, not have a childhood, had to grow up had to learn to cook at 9 years old, had to clean the house at 9 years old, had all of these responsibilities that my sibling did not have. You know, being the first person in my family to really focus on school, go to college, and do all of those things that, you know, we had no idea about. It was just really, really tough time, but it's getting better. So now you understand a little bit why it was a little bit harder for me to just kind of focus on YouTube and getting started with something that I wanted to do for myself, just because I've always been taught to put others before me. But it is the season. I am ready to go all in. And if you guys are interested in having more talks about things going on with your life and stuff like that, I am more than happy to. I really, really like to focus on the healing. I like to focus on, like, if you guys have any questions regarding like college or school or bullies, because I've gone through that as well. And like fighting in school because of those bullies. And yeah, so I have a lot of stories. I can definitely incorporate them while doing my makeup. So right now I am going in with the Huda Beauty. I am an oily skin girly, so I do definitely have to set my skin very well, mainly in the T-zone, just to make sure that I will not be oily 10 minutes after doing my makeup. So I let this sit a little bit. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with the Tres Luce Beauty in Fair. This is the bronzer, Bronzed Ilista. And then I'm just going to put that all over where I put that bronzer. Just like that. I really, really, really love this e.l.f. Soft Glam foundation. It is the best one that they have come out with. It's like shiny, but not like dewy, if that is something that you can imagine. And because I am oily, I was a little bit scared to try it, but it's definitely oily girl approved. It's so nice. All right, I'm just dusting that off from everywhere. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of that Bronze Stilista with a little bit of a fluffy brush. And then I'm going to go in and just do some slight contouring on my nose, because this is my day-to-day. I don't like to do too much. So just like that. Don't have to have anything like too structured, but just a little bit in there. And then I have been absolutely loving this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores blush in Natural Pink. I'm just going to use that to set that blush. It's really natural, so that is why I absolutely love it for my natural days, just because it gives just a little bit of a slight color. I can't really overdo it, which is really nice, because on the day-to-day I don't want to overdo it, you know? So we do that, and then my absolute favorite highlighter is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. And this one is in Be My Highlight. I like this one because it doesn't have any shimmer. It has just the tiniest bit of a natural sheen. It's not going to be anything too intense. So this is the perfect highlighter for anybody starting makeup. It's just so nice. And a little bit here. And then I still do the Cupid's bow. There. So this is the base. So I'm just gonna get started on my eyebrows. So I am using the Sheglam 2-in-1. So on my regular days, I don't do much. The only thing I do is I kind of fill it in just where it's sparse. I had already used the NYX. I like to do this very beginning just because it gives it a little bit of time to dry. And then I just do little brush strokes, just pretty much anywhere I see it needing. Just do that. All right, so brows are pretty simple. I actually do a brow lamination on myself. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I could definitely record it. And now I'm just gonna do mascara. I'm not gonna do eyeliner. Usually my regular day-to-day would contain eyeliner, but I'm not gonna go into work today. So I'm just gonna do without, but it would be just a thin eyeliner. Like, I feel like this makeup look is my more natural look. And then I have a like work type of makeup look. And then I have my creative makeup looks. My Trick 2 mascara is definitely looking down and then blinking when you're going up. So for example, here, when you're going up, just blink down. It'll help you not get as much mascara on your eyelid. And then just help with a lengthening a little bit. And then looking down also allows you to not, because if I do it here, then you have more of a chance to get it all over your lid rather than looking down. Have a little bit more space to work with. But I do still get it on my eyelid a little bit. Alright, so any other hobbies that I like are gonna be, my top ones is definitely makeup. Then it's gonna be photography. I do like photography, and I'm also trying to focus on that just because it's my time. You know, I've decided that this is my time. And if I don't go after what I absolutely love in life, then I'm just gonna be so heartbroken when I'm older. Just because, you know, I didn't give it a chance. I have to at least give it a chance. And then I also love cooking and baking. For a moment in high school, I wanted to do that professionally because I really, really loved it. And then the teacher told me how bad that whole thing is, and she totally discouraged me. She said if your family doesn't have money to help, or I mean, I know a lot of people make it without that, but you know, as a impressionable high schooler coming from a very low income family and hearing that, it was just really hard. So I had to really completely change my view on it. But I still do it because I still love to bake and to cook. And I am very good, if I say so myself. I'm just very proud of what I can do, because when I do it very well. And I feel like that's how you should be in life. You should really be proud of who you are and what you can do. All right, while this dries, I am going to go ahead and do my lip liner. I'm going to do the NYX Nude Truffle. This is how you know that this is truly my one and only for my natural days. Because it's so worn out. And I think this is already my second one. It's just the perfect amount of color. Okay, I have gotten lip filler twice. Like, keep remembering things. I'm just gonna do, this is gonna be like a really get to know me, because I just want to start just getting things done, honestly. All right, so we're just doing the lip liner there. And then my absolute obsession of lip gloss right now is the e.l.f. This one is in Honey Talks. I love this one. This one's like Your Lips but better color. And I just wear it with everything. Just no matter what. Lip liner, like I am always wearing this one. Just the prettiest color. Like, it has the slightest amount of color, but the color that it gives is just so pretty. Okay, so this is part of it. I'm just gonna get that mascara off of my eyelid. You have to wait until it's dry. That way you don't smudge it around. Okay, there. And then I did get a little bit of crumblies. I'm just gonna do that. And then the one thing that I do not skip out on is the One Size Beauty Until Dawn. Okay, just a little bit because it's a natural day. That is one. And then for a little bit of pizzazz, I do the e.l.f. in Finest Fleek. Like, look at that. I don't know if you can see that glitter. It just gives the nicest little pop of little glitter. And then I do it just right here. Like there. Like, that is so pretty. And then I have to remember to clean my nose ring. And yeah, this is the day-to-day makeup, my most natural type of makeup that I do. My light just died. Oh no. Okay, I guess this is time for me to close out this video. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that we got to know each other a little bit. Definitely give me a little bit of some information about yourself. Tell me what your favorite color is, your sign, and your favorite hobbies. So let me know down below. I definitely want to get to know you guys. And thank you so much for watching. I will be posting a lot more on here. So if you liked what you saw, definitely subscribe and give this video a like. I am just starting new and don't really get much of anything over here. So definitely help a girl out. And thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.